That means that your thumbnails on your channel are simply not grabbing people's attention. Once I realized that YouTube doesn't hate us, small channels, small creators have got as much opportunity as anybody else on the platform, including Mr. Beast himself.
Want a copy of YouTube Secrets audiobook for free? Right now, when you sign up for a free 30-day trial of Audible, you can also get a complimentary copy of the #1 best-selling YouTube strategy book in the world. Download your copy today at tubesecretsaudio.com.
What's the first thing people should just know generally about analytics when it comes to growing their YouTube channel?
The most important thing is, before we even just dive into the meaty stuff, you have to learn to love thy analytics. That should be a law somewhere. You have to understand that data is unemotional. Data doesn't care whether you missed your kid's graduation's birthday party, you were stuck in the snow, how many hours you worked on a video. Data doesn't care. All data shows you is 1 and a 0. Did something work or did it not work? Once you start accepting that and understanding that, then a lot of this just starts to make so much sense. Once I realized that YouTube doesn't hate us, small channels, small creators have got as much opportunity as anybody else on the platform, including Mr. Beast himself. On the overview, you'll be able to basically look at your last top 10 videos. Now, it's not the last 10 videos you uploaded, but it's the videos in general, the 10 videos that are performing the best. Why do we care? What we're looking at is we're trying to understand on our channel, those top 10 videos, what are they? That's the first place we have to look. What kind of content is really, really working on our own channels? Is it how-to videos? What was the thumbnail like? What was the number of views like? We want to just get that golden information. This is where you take out your notepad and you start making some notes. This is where you start looking at your own information, your own library, and you say, okay, hold on, I'm detecting a trend here. Every time I speak about X, it's in my top 10 videos. That tells you something. As you're scrolling down your top 10 list, you're also looking at, essentially, you're looking at your titles. Is there anything that's uniform within your titles? Is there anything that maybe you've labeled it a certain way? Maybe it's got emojis. Maybe it's got a lot of exclamation marks. What is that binding element?
But tell us why you actually want to go back 90 days.
Okay, Benji, you're letting out all the secrets today. Okay, the reason you want to pull out 90 days. Okay, brace yourself. This is going to be good. So your 28 days is a snapshot of what are your top videos for the last 28 days. But when you change to 90 days, it's going to show you still the top 10 videos that performed well on your channel over the last 90 days. Because here's what you're looking for. You're looking for an old video that is still getting you views today. So you'll see there are videos in this channel that are older videos. What are you looking for? If those videos are currently getting you views today and it's an old video, guess what your community is screaming out for? An update of that video.
When you're looking at your analytics, YouTube is telling you through your top 10 videos what it is that people really care about within your audience that are subscribed to you, but also just generally. What is it that resonates with people when it comes to your video?
When it comes to your YouTube, you've done your research, you've done your content, you've edited everything beautifully, you've uploaded. There are two things which work together. It's your thumbnail and your title. If your thumbnail and your title do not work together, you're going to have issues. And here's what I mean by that. What is the one mission of a thumbnail? It's only got one mission, is to get someone to stop what they're doing as they're scrolling through their YouTube feeds and to go, ooh, what's that? That is the only mission of a thumbnail, to get someone to stop. Then they look at your thumbnail, they look across at your title, and together they sell the click. Go to analytics.
Yep.
You go to reach. We're doing this on the channel as a whole, not individual videos. This is the entire channel. So under reach, here is what you're looking for. The important there's lots of metrics here. It's impressions, the CTR, the click-through rates. We've got the number of views, a number of unique viewers. But watch what you got to do. Scroll down a little bit, and you should see this funnel. Now, people kind of see this funnel and ignore it for some reason. You see that little top of the funnel. So YouTube says, okay, I'm going to show this video to 158 million people. and I want to see what's going to happen. So if you put the little eye, so you see the little eye at the top there? YouTube actually has recommended this content. And it recommended 31% on the watch page and 24% on the home page. And then it was 44% of viewers seeking your content. So YouTube is literally telling you how your people are finding your videos. It's giving you that information. Now, if you get out of that little eye and you scroll a little bit further down, what do you see? You see 7.8% click-through rate. That means out of the total number of people that have seen your thumbnail, how many people actually bother to click? Now, why is that important? Because if that number is seriously low, like 1%, 0%, which I have seen a couple of times, that means that your thumbnails are simply not grabbing people's attention. And therefore, even though they're seeing your thumbnails, YouTube is doing a good job. It's matching up the viewer with your content, but your thumbnails aren't powerful enough to bring the viewer to actually click. That's a problem. So pay close attention to that number.